Wait a minute, Apex Cybernetics.
Hi, here, talk to me.
Colonel, both teams are at the safety
I
point.
feel like that's an attachment to the movie, right? Which one?
The one that's about to come out. Because you know what that means that we're going to see?
Oh, Mechagodzilla.
Mecha Godzilla.
What's going on? It's your boy CJ with the Intel, and I got Rekkai in the building. What's going on with you, my guy?
Hello, Governor.
Monarch episode 7. We are really powering through this. If you're watching for the first time, make sure you check out some of the previous episodes. There'll be a link in the description. And please, please, please stay to the very end because we're going to have a quick breakdown, if you will, a review from a perspective that you probably don't typically get. So, without any further ado, let's get started.
What did you expect? You told her to stay the hell away from you.
Okay, come on, man. What we gonna do? Cause you up and down.
Yeah, but now they know of her betrayal. They know so.
I've never been kidnapped before, so how does this work?
Now, so is that Monarch or is that the people that have been looking for her? Because
wait here.
watch you too. They probably gonna see that she's about to get taken or she's already gone. She done left something behind.
Yeah.
Look, why would she leave her phone and her stuff?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, she would never leave that.
May.
Yeah, please catch up, little dude.
Basements are the new garages.
I remember those days. Marathon coach.
Hey, man, I used to love her in The Expanse. Welcome back to Book the Roll.
So the sun comes up pulling you out.
Or your mum coming down to do the laundry.
Dominique Tipper, like, yeah.
But you missed the most important part. Where, quite frankly, girl, I'm tired. But I think the future looks better if you create it with me. And girl, there is a
That
lot
almost sounds like a deal with the devil.
of money.
So she said, yeah, whatever this job is, she's a lot of money.
This isn't your classroom, Miss Randa.
Well, I'm still the older sibling, so deal with it. No
Oh,
way.
she's the older sibling.
Yep. Look who's back.
I just walked out the goddamn desert. You better leave me alone.
Maybe you could just take it a little easy, okay? Thank you.
Where is May?
I'd be like, if I don't get some damn water, you can kiss my ass.
Yep, out my face.
Yeah, exactly. I told you.
What machine?
Is that what he was doing? Was he trying to wake up Godzilla?
Like, girl, you are talking in riddles. Like,
Brother, sister stuff?
You're asking him for help?
Our options feel kind of limited right now.
yeah.
I don't want to find that.
We don't even know what he was doing out there or why he ran off. Kentaro, we can't just quit now.
Yes, I can. I started this crazy quest thinking that he might be able to explain this. I don't believe that anymore.
Yeah, we saw him and he dipped.
One on the team.
No, you wouldn't be able to because they're
They're dead.
You're sure?
kind of hard to miss.
Help them do what?
I have to help them find their friend, May Hewitt. They think that we kidnapped her.
It's the same isotopic signature as G-Date, but the transmission rate is really funky.
Funky.
Yeah, not like sour milk funky or something.
That's that girl that was in the Utah desert.
Yes, it is.
Your turf. I'm like a big advocate of remote work. But the gamma ray signatures I was picking up, they're all peaking at the Alaska Rift, so
Here you are.
here I am. Freezing my ass off.
She's still in Utah clothes. Like,
Good afternoon. Could we have your attention, please?
What's going on here? What is this? Who the hell are you?
Daddy's home.
Or you can stand with us on the right side of history.
She better dip, ain't she? Yup.
I would say she dressed for Utah weather in Alaska. She's gonna turn into a popsicle in just a minute.
He was one of the first people that I met at Monarch. He was quiet, private. I didn't even know that he had 2 kids.
They didn't either.
he didn't miss a trick. He used to write everything down. These little pencil stubs. Shavings everywhere.
Yeah, he definitely knew they dad.
May told me if anything happened to her, I should call her sister. Can you run a search?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell him about the real May.
We did background checks on all of you while you were in custody. The passport that she is using is fake.
I mean, but we knew that. Oh, well, we did. We knew that, the customer.
What is it?
Cora, I've been meaning to check in on you. Really? I've been...
AET
AET.
headquarters.
Oh, sorry about that. This rebranding thing has been insane. And holding
It's
on to
strange to
that
see
was
Dominique
something.
Tipper with that long hair like that. Like,
Yeah, I thought that too. Because she had the short little bob, you know.
yeah.
I mean, it's like you snapped up anyone who's ever spilled a Red Bull on a keyboard.
We're expanding. We need talent.
Talent. Really?
To do what?
Didn't expect my code to disappear down some rabbit hole at the cybernetic neural interface unit. Which sounds cool as shit, by the way. I would like to work there.
It's kind of like what Elon Musk is working on with his Neuralink.
Mm-hmm. That's that bullshit.
It's not your code, Cora.
Dang.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you got hustled day one.
Yeah.
There's a seat for you at the table if you want it. But that doesn't mean you don't have to earn it. Everybody doesn't get a trophy here.
I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah. You still got to work.
Cora was in Japan?
Yes, briefly. Just passing through.
Oh, mama don't know nothing. She know.
Yeah, about to say a little sis know, or whoever that is.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her
Did
face.
Cora tell you she'd be here?
No, well, so the three of us, we're in town, and we thought we'd take a chance, see if she was home.
I didn't know she had so much family.
Yeah, sister and brother and Papa and me, of course.
Papa and me.
Yeah, we're going to this manga thing.
What kind of manga is Cora into?
Just your basic shoujo stuff.
Hey, at least you know the word.
Naoko, Takeuchi, Moto, Hagio. She's very, very big into Akira Toriyama.
Toriyama.
But she don't know nothing about it. He do though.
So,
Look at her face.
Cora doesn't live here now?
Well, she had her own place. But, you know, she travels so much now, she doesn't really need it.
I love her face. She like...
Yeah. Yeah. She trying to make sure mom don't give up too much information. Like,
We don't know what happened with Cora.
Did you see her face? May's mom?
Did you see the sister's face?
yeah.
She's not saying.
How do you know?
Uh-oh.
There she is.
All right, get in.
Follow her.
But it didn't stop her from helping me when I needed her.
That's a family trait.
It's like, oh yeah, she knows. Yeah. He's like, he definitely knows her.
What's going on?
I gotta go.
Mom,
Because a lot of time too, there's brilliant people find out that their code is used for some nefarious stuff.
What? Hey, come here. I have to go away, okay? I have to go away. I have to disappear.
It's funny how if she did all that, she should already had a go bag ready to go, like packed.
What did you do?
There we go.
In a big company like that, how do they not have people at the airport already?
Why didn't you call the police? There wasn't a warrant.
We prefer to handle these things internally.
We got some mercenaries hired as our private security in this building. San Francisco.
Yeah.
I mean, bring everybody out of there.
Everybody.
It's a relatively new program that we've been working on since G-Day. Japan has a similar system, but we haven't actually gone public yet.
Successful test.
Oh, so people just naturally knew what it was? Huh? Massive organism approaching.
Not to build on someone else's tired ideas, but to see the future.
What? And the future is monsters? Look at this.
You wanted to help the paralyzed walk again. Imagine what we can learn from an...
You want
She
me to be
gonna
your
quit
spy?
making all these goddamn deals.
Just keep doing what you've been doing.
All right, Lex Luthor.
You can just leave?
They should be asking, what kind of deal did you cut?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call again for Mom's birthday. Okay.
Know them people looking for it. Phone call 30 seconds.
I'm May.
May.
My name's not May.
Yeah, we know, Cora.
I
Hello,
need
McFly.
you to get the hell out of here.
McFly.
Let's go.
But right now she's doing what she can too, because if she goes with them, she knows that they're gonna be around more monsters, and she's gonna have to honor her deal.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they wanted something from her.
Wait, oh,
Hey, whoa,
There we go.
Hey!
Okay, these look like G-Men.
Yeah, that's Monarch.
I mean, it could be Monarch, but
I improvised. I didn't think that it was
No,
gonna
you
be...
didn't think. We're in a crisis and you're young fire and caught up.
You said you didn't have any resources.
You said you were going to help Randa's kids find their playmate.
Like, she was in the air. In 15 minutes there, here she's there.
Right. Well, that's done. Now you have a job and an obligation, and we have a plane to catch.
I thought I was suspended.
We found our dad's map. We found her dad, and we found Godzilla. All on our own without you or Monarch. You help us get May back, and we'll help you find Shaw.
Why is she so, all in on May? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Right.
Yep.
There's an Natalia Verdugo from Monarch here asking to see you.
That's the thing. You might think that you got power, but Monarch is like, okay.
Yeah, she's like, I know people
You want us
too.
to flex?
Yeah, I know people. Don't get it twisted.
I wonder, does she tell her family what the hell she did, Because she's been gone for years.
The only way to do that, we have to bring Monarch out of the shadows.
And he's right, because right now, they're just a bad guy organization.
Are you sure?
You just got back. What about your family?
Now I can call them anytime. Come on, I want to go with y'all.
He's like, yeah, but I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're live in 3, 2, 1.
My name is Natalia Verdugo.
I love the way she said that, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the way she said that.
Yeah.
That was all right.
She said that, she just became cute to me.
But this is now the world we live in. Monsters are an inescapable reality. A constant threat.
They seem like she falling in love with me.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, I think that's what they're doing with it.
And together, I believe we
I mean,
will.
and Kiersey Clemens did play,
That is my commitment to you.
a stud in
And that is
Dope.
Monarch's
So
commitment to you.
maybe that's how she rocked for real. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I think it's perfect. A bold statement for AET's new corporate mission. Good night, Mr. Simmons.
Apex Cybernetics, huh? Oh, Shaw, what are you about to do?
Wait a minute, Apex Cybernetics. Are they the people? Oh shit!
Hi, here, talk to me.
Colonel, both teams are at the safety
I
point.
feel like that's an attachment to the movie, right? Which one?
The one that's about to come out. Cause you know what that means that we gonna see?
Oh, Mechagodzilla.
Mechagodzilla. Yep.
All right, let's bring the roof down on these things once and for all. Ready for you, sir. All right, here we go.
Doing this.
All I was gonna do is piss them off and make more.
That might, well, not piss them off, but you know what I'm saying? It might just be like a door that they knew was there, but they didn't really, you know what I'm saying? It's just.
Her, look.
Outer circle, mark.
Yeah.
Dang. It's Ghostbusters? Well, let the containment field just ruptured in Ghostbusters. What's going on?
Oh, you better hit the knobs on that damn thing.
All right.
Oh, he just sealed that up.
But that's just one choke point. How many were on that map? There was a bunch of them.
I was a bunch of them.
At least he's kind of doing something. Look at him looking kind of cool out there. Yeah!
Yeah, he shut it down.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sintel. Become a member of this channel. you'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription, so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. All right, episode 7 out of a 10 episode season. I had said earlier in the conversation that somebody in the comments, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was that said it, but some of the comments have said that there may be a discrepancy in the acting styles due to experience. And we had said in previous episodes that we felt that the modern day stuff, the stuff that's happening in 2015, just necessarily doesn't measure from an entertainment and an acting standpoint as compared to stuff that was happening in like the 50s and the 70s with some of the older casts. This episode to me kind of like reinforces that sentiment a little bit more. Like we spent a lot of time in 2015, and I understand that there's some nuances to the story that we're watching, but it's just not entertaining for me. I want to see monsters, and if I'm not seeing monsters, then take me back to the past where at least the characters are a little bit more entertaining. I am happy that they added a new character, and she is making me more excited, and that's Holland, played by Dominic Tipper. To see her be played as a villain, I am looking forward to seeing how that unfolds. So there is that part of a positive. But as far as everybody else, like, as you just got done watching, I think my most exciting moment was watching Shaw, blow a hole into the earth, and that was only like the last 3 minutes. Everything up until then was kind of a bit ho-hum. But that's just my little two piece regarding it. How are you feeling regarding where we are and what we've seen?
I agree with you in part.
Okay.
The whole experience of the actors and things like that, I don't necessarily agree, because just for one, and I can't remember what his name is right now, but the guy who plays the younger Billy Randa, he is a comedic actor. So every role that I've ever seen him has been pure comedy, and he's playing a straight man.
Okay.
So there's no comedy to him whatsoever. He's been out there. I've never seen, or I don't recall seeing, the lady who plays Keiko.
Okay.
But she's fantastic. And Wyatt Russell has been acting. He's been doing this thing for about 15 years or whatever. And he has grown so much. I remember the first thing I saw him in was this little weird show called Lodge 47. And he's grown a lot as an actor, even getting to the heights of playing, just like his father, being tapped to be in the Marvel universe and playing U.S. agent in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But I think I think it's just the way that the characters are written.
Okay.
That's why really we don't get a whole lot of Verdugo, but the guy from the basement, the nerd, it's probably him, and Cora are probably the two most interesting people in the present. I would have said, when we get Shaw, of course, Kurt Russell's Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
But they're probably the two most interesting people in the present. I think the difference is in the present, we're only dealing with the whole thing of finding their father, and by the way, hey, we happen to run into Godzilla. Yeah. But in the past, we get the opportunity to see them discovering all of these different, because if you just look at the vast amount of monsters that they found already, what we've been seeing and what we saw in the early episodes, their count is at like 4 or something like that, where in the present we saw Godzilla, several different scenes, some old scenes, rehash scenes, and then a couple new scenes of Godzilla, and then we saw the Frostvark in Alaska. But besides that, we've seen nothing else new as far as kaiju in the present.
Okay.
And if we're doing a show about Monarch, and the show the company that's all about these monsters or protection or hunt them down or whatever, then you got to show me some monsters. Show me some. I mean, even we got the Frostbark here for a very few seconds.
Frostbark, I love that name. That's just sorry, but keep going.
Yeah, I don't know why they called it that. I mean, if it frost is the snow, so what's an aardvark? What does ard mean? Anyway, I would like to get back to the past because, for one, the chemistry between the young Lee Shaw and Keiko, as we saw, was off the charts. And where they left that, I want to get back to that.
I'm with you.
Now you're gonna screw it up and let the other people kind of in charge of Monarch.
That part.
Even though we know that they're still a part of Monarch. So how did they go from founding the company to losing control of the company to still being involved and still doing their thing? And then you got this love triangle that is interesting because we know that she ends up with Bill Randa, but they seemed more kind of like best friends when Lee was involved. But then from that opening shot where we saw, unfortunately, we saw Keiko's demise, they were married, had a kid. So, what happened in there? That is an interesting story. So I think it's just the way that the story is written. Okay. There's far more interest in what's going on in the past as a story leading up to giving us all this back log on the formation and the eventual build out of Monarch and what they've been doing since the 50s. To now, everything they're doing is reactionary. Godzilla might be coming, and we're still 4 years ahead of King of the Monsters.
Okay.
So, King of the Monsters, all hell broke loose all over the world.
Right.
So, and like we talked about before, I don't understand how this movie is going to lead. I mean, I guess they're just dropping, the breadcrumbs that they'll finally pick up in the new movies coming out and kind of skip over the events of King of the Monsters, which is a 2019 movie. So,
right. Well, you picked up on something that I thought was really interesting, and that is a new tech company that is being focused, and you are connecting the dots with Mechagodzilla. And then that kind of ties into what I was saying regarding Brenda Holland, who is the tech queen played by Dominic Tipper. How are you feeling about that revelation and about us having a new bad guy per se?
I like it. Like I said, that, leaving that breadcrumb right there. And, like a lot of people will go into the new movie next year not having seen this show.
Okay.
Right. So I think for those of us that are watching this show, I think, having that little added bit of ammunition and that little added bit of knowledge is wonderful. I think also just from that was speculation on my part. Here's what might be really relevant and would be kind of a flip too.
Okay.
Because a lot of times these companies that are really diabolical, these corporations and stuff, they pass off a lot of stuff they do as being hella philanthropical and, and they do all this great stuff to mask the evil shit that they're doing behind the scenes.
Right.
So when they hear about the evil shit, no, they give millions away to charity. They would never do anything like that. It's like, man, you don't even know these most evil people walking around. In the trailers for the new movie, remember King Kong had like that mech glove on or something, that mech arm.
Okay.
He had that, probably got that from Apex.
Okay.
Apex Cybernetics.
Yeah.
He probably got that from them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, is it one of those cases where, listen, the fate of the world is in things, so we got to force Apex to give us this technology or whatever, or they appear more philanthropical, they appear more to be an ally, where really, in the back, in the labs in the basement, they doing some other, diabolical shit.
Right. So we've got Shaw's Rogue Unit, we've got Monarch, we've got Apex, and we got the kids. Who are you feeling the most out of all of that?
I really want to know more about Shaw's Rogue Unit.
Okay.
For one, I've always been a advocate of you follow the talent. And the most talented person in this whole series is still Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I'm with you. His character and from the acting perspective, to me, both of them. He is what is carrying the series for me personally. And we're just
and if you're gonna give me and if you're gonna give me a second one, then give me his son, and we'll go to a younger version of him. But still, it's Kurt Russell. So remember when he left them in the Algerian desert, he said, "I'm trying to help Godzilla." And right now, again, we are years ahead of King of the Monsters. So I don't know if anybody has ever talked about or understands that, Godzilla is this natural stopgap to all the rest of monsters that's out here in the world. On top of the fact that we don't have any proof that they have even discovered Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah, and all them other monsters that show up in King of the Monsters. We know that they have outposts, but we don't know that they got these monsters hemmed up, locked down, or whatever, unless they go to the past and show us that with the younger Russell, that they, then locked up these other monsters. Or what. Now that would be great to see. And how the hell did you do that?
Yeah.
But for him to say, "I'm trying to help Godzilla," and then he blows up a hole, from this hollow Earth, so that monsters don't get through the surface. I understand that, but how is that helping Godzilla? Like, that still don't make no sense to me. So what are we doing, my guy?
We're trying to get a little more nuance to some of the moves that he's making, but I'm with you 110%. I want to follow that rogue unit because in a sense, a part of me thought that that's kind of what the whole series Monarch was going to be about, like this rogue unit trying to figure out and undercover why Monarch is doing their thing. And we've kind of turned into something else for a big chunk of the attention that this show brings us. So if we can, swing the needle back around to that, or if you are gonna, go off into some other thing, then at least show me some monsters. I need one of those two to happen.
Right.
And right now, just at this particular episode, this isn't a strike against the entire series. It's just as far as this particular episode, I didn't really get either of that. So I'm just like, okay, we're getting a little bit closer to the end. I'm still hopeful for episodes 8, 9, and 10 to stick the landing. And that is a lot of time, to get everything back on the path that I, as a viewer, am looking forward to. Any closing thoughts before we get out this bad boy?
No, I actually, plus one to everything you just said. Like, we're getting close to the end, and usually your penultimate and your finale are your strongest kind of episodes outside of the pilot. So for 8, 9, and 10, listen, I'm gonna need monsters galore. I'm gonna need I'm gonna need something else. I mean, this has been great, but like you said, some of the strongest points to this series, we didn't go to the past at all, and they left that on quite the nice little cliffhanger. Get back to that. I need to see how that goes. And we really didn't get any monsters, so okay, we saw who May was. You didn't have to take the whole episode to show us this, and now she out here making bad deals, and now Monarch made a bad deal. Like, come on now, you could have done that in less time. Show me some monster shit.
Yo, there we go. And you know what else you can show us? You can show us some subscriber-ish. Yo, hit that subscription button.
Yes.
You've been enjoying the way we just been chopping it up. And of course, give us that thumbs up. And if you want to get to know Rekkai a little bit better, go ahead and tell the people how they can get in contact with you, man.
On all social media at Diamond Mind, DIAMONDMYND, because it's all about this right here.
Yo, you heard it here first. Thank you so much for your time. Please leave those comments. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. And the phone one is always, what did we miss? Huge, gigantic shout outs to the Geekish Network. That's where we got our start. Please check them out, youtube.com/the Geekish Network. And you can see, our roots, where we started from and how the channel is going to be growing exponentially. Tons of fun and looking forward to seeing what they bring to 2024. Hey, that being said, we will catch you all on episode 8. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.